Hello everybody and welcome to Ian's Bricks. So as you can see behind me, I've got rather a lot of boxes from Amazon. I've been spending like crazy on Amazon. They've had some really good deals. It's recently been Amazon Prime. It was for a couple of days. I think it was the 16th and 17th of July here in the UK, which is what a lot of these blue flashes are on the boxes, just advertising that. Most of what I've actually bought here was purchased before that sort of deals day. There's a couple I think of boxes here which do include some Amazon Prime deals, but most of the deals were before that, and there have been some really sort of unusual and sort of strange sets on discount that I wouldn't normally buy, so it's sort of an interesting haul for me. So I think we'll start with some of the bigger boxes first of all at the bottom. Let's move everything else out of the way first. Box number one then, this is the biggest of all of the 8 boxes of Amazon sets that I've got, Amazon boxes that I've had delivered recently, and let's have a look and see what we've got inside here. I'm going to move that onto the down there so I've got a bit more room to get in the box. So, and we have other boxes. And I always love to see this from anywhere really when you get extra boxes inside. So I actually can't remember what these are now, so I'll need to have an open one up and remind myself. Right, oh okay, so this is this set here. Oh my goodness, so this is a very unusual thing for me to buy. I don't normally buy Lego Duplo. It tends to sell fairly well at fairs. I've sold a little bit in the past and they've always sold out if you get the price right for them. They're not really as collectible as a lot of Lego sets, but certainly if you get a nice big set like this at a very good price, then you could be on to a winner. So I think this set, now I've got some notes here, so let me just remind myself. This is a set that has already retired, so I don't know whether Amazon got some stock from somewhere, some old stock, I can't even remember if it was an additional sell. I think it was actually from Amazon themselves. But this is set number 10947, the race cars. I've had a look on brickset.com and according to their statistics or their records, this particular set retired at the end of December of 2022, so it's been retired for a year and a half, and the recommended retail price for this particular set here in the UK was £44.99, and I managed to pick this up for £16.80, so well over 50% off. And I think for £17 this is quite a big Lego set, and this is something I sort of intend to sell later in the year, probably at my Hampshire Brick event, just because I like to sort of take lots of sets and have them at really heavily discounted rates. So I will still be selling this on for a small amount of profit, but still being able to pass on the bargains to other people as well. So yeah, interesting set. I've got 3 of these all together, so let's get into the other boxes. I'm sure all the box conditions are as good as this one. There we are, that's the third one there. Yeah, so all 3 of those boxes are very good condition. Not that people buying this Duplo will be that bothered about boxes, but you still don't want to get a box that's all battered and torn. So yeah, really interesting find, this one. I have to say I can't take credit for this. I'm in a couple of online group chats and there's always people sort of mentioning deals and discounts, and this is one of them. So thank you to whoever was that person that posted that particular deal. So yeah, off to an interesting start. Let's get into the other big Amazon box, and this is really heavy. Let's pick this up off the floor. Goodness me, that's very heavy. Right, this is a very large set, and this is something that I've not bought before, and this is the Amazing Spider-Man art set. Set number is 31209. Really big set this. I'm on the fence whether I like this. Part of me does actually quite like this set. It's different, it's unusual, but part of me is a little bit creeped out by it because it's sort of crawling out of the artwork. It's a bit like that film The Ring where the little girl crawls out of the TV. So it's a little bit freaky but different and interesting, and again Lego do keep doing these sort of sets. I have to say it's really heavy. These art sets, you do get an awful lot of Lego for your money in these particular sets. Now it's an expensive set, this. Recommended retail price on this particular set is £169.99. As things stand at the moment, this is in the UK at least on sale at £135.99. So they may be obviously been struggling to sell them for that price. But Amazon had these on at £94.48 each, which I think was a bit of a bargain. Certainly less than £100 for a £170 set is a very, very good deal in my opinion. The box condition's okay, a little bit of a scuff on the back. That's really not going to have any issue with that particular set. So let me put this somewhere. There's another one in there as well. There we are, there's the second box. Goodness me, they are very, very heavy. So yeah, two of those at a very, very good price. And yeah, they're the first two of those I've actually bought. I don't think there's something I would buy too many more of unless they were vastly heavily discounted again. I think probably 2 or 3 of those might be enough from my point of view. They're quite big sets to store as well. I have seen a few people already trying to take these to brick fairs and brick festivals, so I think people are already trying to sort of sell these on. A little bit of damage there to the front of that box, but as I say, nothing too bad. Right, let's get into the next box then. On to the next biggest box then that we have. Again, this is quite a heavy one, this. Right, okay, so this is one of my multi-order sets multi-orders that I did with lots and lots of sets in one box. They're all looking very good condition. So the first set that I have is this one here. This is Star Wars Battle Pack 75359 is the set number here. 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Goodness, that's a mouthful for such a small set. So this is a set that is apparently on the retirement list for the end of this year, as is the Spider-Man, by the way. I forgot to mention that. They're on the retirement list for this year. So this is a set that normally has a recommended retail price here in the UK of £18.99. These have regularly, to be fair, been on Amazon around about £14.70. I think they've been around that for quite a while, with another 5% off if you ordered 4 or more. For whatever reason, they were reduced for a couple of days, and they basically worked out at £11.95 each for these. So I think for a nice little battle pack, I think that was a very, very good price. This may be, being a battle pack and Star Wars, be one of the sets that maybe doesn't retire at the end of the year. It could potentially happen. They do tend to extend some of the sets that have been popular. We'll have to wait and see. I ended up getting 10 of these because I just thought it was a good price. It's the lowest that I'd seen it. I think recently there was, I think it was either George Asda or maybe it was Asda or something like that, had a very, very similar price at around about £12 each. But £11.95 I got these for. That extra 5p always counts. So we should have 10 of these altogether. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So there's the 10 of those there. Just be careful with this box. And we also have another set here as well. So this is a set that isn't retiring at the end of the year, but this is a set for me. This is one of the sets that I am actually going to be building. 76920, the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. I do quite like some of the Speed Champions. I'm not really into cars that much, but for whatever reason, sometimes some of these vehicles look really, really nice, and I just quite like this. I love the colour scheme on this one. The dark blue looks really nice, and I've sort of had my eye on this one, keeping an eye out for an Amazon discount, and they had this on at £13.99 on Amazon, also with another 5% off if you bought 4 or more of something with a discount on, which was the Ahsoka battle packs. So this worked out at £13.34, and this is recommended retail price of £20.99. So a decent discount. A set I will be opening and building, but yeah, so that's for me to build. That's my little treat from this particular haul. And the other set that I got was this set here, and this is a set that is retiring at the end of the year, and it is set number 76918, the McLaren Solus GT and McLaren F1LM, whatever all those letters stand for. I've got no idea. This is also another nice one. I'm half tempted to actually build one of these as well. These normally have a recommended retail price of £39.99 here in the UK, but they've been on quite a few times now for £25.99 these were on at, so I just thought it was a good opportunity. They may have been lowest elsewhere, but you're not going to get much lower than that, so I think £25.99 for a £40 set is a very, very good discount. And don't forget that normal individual packs of one Speed Champions vehicles nowadays, the normal recommended retail price is £21, so to get two vehicles for £26 I think is a very, very good deal. So and they do look very, very nice. I've seen these built and they do look very, very nice, especially this this white one here. It looks fantastic. So I got myself 4 of those, so I think £25.99 was a very good price. I think 4 was a good option in this particular instance. Just looking at the box condition, again they all look very, very good. So yeah, well done Amazon. I am very, very lucky with Amazon that most of the sets that I get are in pretty good quality. So a bit more reorganised behind before I get into the next box. So all the duplicates are just going over there for the time being, and I'll just leave the sort of the main haul behind. Let's get into the next box then. Oh right, okay, so this is something that I haven't bought yet. And it is this set here. It's a Marvel. It's the Nando Gauntlet, Infinity Saga Nando Gauntlet, set number 76223. This is a set that you can only get in the UK from Lego.com, and it's also an Amazon exclusive. It's normally £59.99. They've once or twice had this reduced to just over £50. You don't see it reduced very often. It is on the retirement list for 2024. I've had my eye on this for a while. It just hasn't been discounted enough. And then it was a few hours before Amazon Prime Day started, and these got reduced to £46.49. Now, even though it was before Prime Day, I just thought that was quite a good price. I had not seen them that low before, so I thought it was a good opportunity. So I actually bought 4 of these at that particular price. Yeah, I actually quite like these. I like how you can pose the hands and move the fingers as well. And don't forget they do have the other Infinity Gauntlet as well, the gold one for sale. I don't think that's retiring this year though, but this one is. So I just thought it was a very, very good opportunity to get them at that particular price. The reason I wanted to do that and not wait for Prime Day was just because sometimes things like this can sell out quite quickly if they're at a good price. It didn't, as it happens, but I just wanted to make sure that I got 4 of these because I haven't got any of these yet, so I thought it was a good opportunity to try and get a few of those whilst they were at such a good price. Just check the quality of the boxes. Lovely, nice, shiny boxes. That's okay as well. This one here looks as though it's got a little bit of a crease on it. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit of a crease on top of that one. You never know, I might build that one myself because it does look rather nice. Should I build it? No, let me know in the comments. If you built one of these and if it's a good build, let me know because it is something I actually quite like. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. So yeah, 4 of those. On to the next box then. And it's another fairly heavy one. Right, okay, so you've just seen me get some Infinity Nano Gauntlets out, so I've got another 4. So as I was saying before, they were reduced before Amazon Prime Day. When it came round to midnight on Amazon Prime Day, just a few hours after I'd ordered the other 4, they had been reduced again, only a little bit more. So they were reduced to £46.49, and then they were reduced again to £44.16. So another couple of pounds off. I just thought that's probably the lowest we're ever going to see it at that price, so I actually bought 4 more. So I've ended up buying 8 of these altogether, which is probably why I probably should build one of these, because I've got 8 of them now, so I don't think one would go amiss. But anyway, so that's what I did there. Let's have a look at the rest of them in this particular box. Again, the box condition is generally very, very good from Amazon, very impressive. Yeah, all the boxes seem quite good. Yep, there we have it, all very good condition. So yeah, I've got rather a lot of these now. 8 of them is quite a lot, but I haven't picked any of these up, and it is a set that I did have my eye on because I do think they will do okay once they retire. Unusual sets. I know Marvel stuff tends not to do quite as well as maybe something like Star Wars, but they are still reasonably popular, and so it could do okay, because I think it's off a lot of people's radar as well, because it's not a set that's readily available in other places, because it's only you can get it from Amazon and from Lego stores. People may not be aware that sets like this even exist. And of course, when they buy the other Gauntlet, which is the Infinity Gauntlet, the gold one, people might see that and then see this one and think, oh, I want that one as well for my collection. So that's kind of my basis for getting those particular sets. So, next box then, we have Speed Champions, and we have this one here, the 76907, the Lotus, the Green Lotus. This is a set that's retiring at the end of this year. It was actually on last year's retirement list and they didn't retire it. So I've already got a few of these, but it was a very, very good price. These are regularly, normally they're £20, £19.99 is the recommended retail price on these. They're quite often at around about reduced to 16. Amazon had them at 15 with another 5% off, so it made these £14.25. I've had better deals on these in the past. I think last year I got some for around about £12, but still I think £14.25 is quite a good price for this particular set, yeah, just happy to get some more of these. So yeah, more Speed Champions to add to the Speed Champions I've already got. Let's just check the box quality. These all look okay. So yeah, 6 of these all together at that particular price. I think to get the extra 5% you had to order 4 anyway, and quite often with these deals they're limited, so the deals are limited to sometimes only 3, so you tend to have to buy something else, but in this particular case you could order quite a few, so it let me order 6, so that's what I bought. So they all look okay, so I've got one up there. Let's put the rest down here, and let's get into the penultimate box. Right, so this is another unusual one for me. Again, something that I don't have, but it is a set that's retiring. It's the Technic, the Batman Bicycle 42155. I have occasionally bought the odd Technic set. They're not a huge favourite of mine, and also I don't buy that many Batman sets either. And I've just sort of been having a look at the price of this, and maybe the discount on it wasn't as good as I first thought it was, but still I got a reasonable discount on this. So let's just have a quick look at my notes. And the Batman bike, so it's normally recommended retail price of £49.99, so £50 here in the UK, and I got this for £32.60, so not a bad discount. I said it probably could have been a bit better than that. I think I should have been looking for under £30, but this has been discounted a few places at the moment as well. I think even on lego.com these are down to £40, but £32.60 is still better than £40, so I just thought it was a good opportunity to maybe pick something a little bit different up again. So I've not got the same old stuff when I try and sell stuff on, so just something a little bit different, a little bit of Technic. I do like to buy every now and again, just because I think people do like Technic, so it's a good opportunity sometimes to have some of that on a stall if I'm ever selling at a brick fair or brick festival or brick event. There we go, so there's the second one there. Let's pop that down there. Right, we've got one more box to get into. Let's get this open. Right, here we have it now. A little bit concerned about this box because, as you can see, we've got a great big dent in the side of the box there. So I'm hoping that the contents inside are okay. I've been fairly lucky with this haul so far. In fact, everything's in pretty good nick. So it looks as though the damaged corner of the box is here, so let's see what the set's like. Oh, it's not too bad, a little bit of damage there on the box, as you can see, a little bit of an indentation, but actually that's not too bad. And to be quite honest, I might actually build this again myself, because it's another Speed Championship, Speed Champions even. It's the Porsche 963, 76916 is the set number. Again, it's a set that's on the retirement list for 2024. I have a feeling this may be extended. They tend to do this with Speed Champions sets. The sets that were released last year, they normally give them an extra year, so we'll have to wait and see. I didn't have any of these, so I just thought while they were at a very, very good discounted price, I thought it was a good opportunity to at least get a few, just in case they do still retire at the end of this year. So the price of this was, so they're normally $19.99. Amazon had them at $12.99, but if you ordered 4 or more, then you got an extra 5% off. So these worked out at £12.34 for a £20 set, £12.34 each. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, slight damage on that box there, but as I say, I might end up building one of those because I do like my Speed Champion sets. Let's have a look at the other 6. These all look okay actually. Yeah, they're all great. Nice pristine boxes, that's just what I like. And the other set that I've got, I actually got myself 3 more of these as well. They'd been reduced again to the £25.99, normally £40, so I just thought it was a good opportunity while they were reduced again, while I could order some more, to get 3 more of those. So that's number 1, number 2, and number 3, and all those boxes are in fabulous condition. So that is pretty much everything. I've got a load of sets over there and a load of sets down here which you can't see. I'll try and get everything in one big display behind me. There we have everything. I think you can agree that looks pretty good. Lots of duplicates obviously this time. I'm obviously trying to stock up on good deals and discounts, and I'm trying to buy multiples of sets that I haven't sort of got too many of. So it's sort of nice to be able to get something for the first time. Say like the Nano Gauntlets, to get 8 of those at a fairly good price, and obviously some unusual sets like the Technic Batmobile. I've not got the amazing Spider-Man art sets either yet. I've got none of those. Those Duplo sets, they're unusual, but again something a little bit different. But then lots of Speed Champions as well, and a few Star Wars things which tend to do quite well as sort of a Lego investment kind of thing. There's a couple of sets in there on there definitely that I've got my eye on building. Certainly I'll be building the blue Ford Mustang. I think that's a really nice little model, but there's a couple of others in there as well which I'm very, very tempted to build as well, including one of the Nano Gauntlets. But yeah, I think this is a good haul. So how much did I spend on all of this? So my total spend on this, everything here, including all the deals and discounts, was £1,141.47. Don't forget that important 47 pence. If I'd have bought everything at recommended retail price, I would have spent £1,745.66. So that's a saving of just over £604, which I hope you agree is quite a good saving on some half decent Lego sets. I think I said some unusual things in there. Maybe not everything that I bought in this particular haul will be sort of a massive success once it retires, but pretty much everything here apart from the set that I'm building will be retiring at the end of this year, we hope. Things of course may change, so you always have to bear that in mind. So I'm pretty pleased with what I've done here. Lots of duplicate sets at very, very good prices. I've got more stuff on order from Amazon from Prime Day itself. That hasn't quite arrived yet, so there'll be another haul soon with those and some things I bought from lego.com as well, so keep an eye out from that. But that's pretty much it from now for this Amazon exclusive haul, this pre-Prime Day and Prime Day Lego haul from Amazon. As I say, the box quality I was very, very pleased with generally overall. Just a couple of slight nicks on a couple of boxes, but I'm probably going to end up building those, so not the end of the world. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care and I'll see you then. Bye for now.